9:30 in the morning. It's almost 10 o'clock. I've just been sitting there reading comments and doing cherry slush. I really like the cherry slush, y'all. I didn't think I would because I'm not a cherry person, but I tried it the other day and I really like it. And I love the color. But I was sitting there reading comments and stuff this morning. You know, I did, me and Martha are good. Me and Martha we're good. And I love seeing all y'all saying welcome back, Martha, and you know, because you know it had upset her, and I was glad to see everybody being so sweet about that. But you know, it occurred to me. Did y'all see that? It occurred to me, with some of the comments that one of the comments said, maybe you shouldn't clap back if you're because it could hurt somebody's feelings or whatever. And true. That is an option. Probably not what I'm gonna do, but it is an option, I guess. And some other comments like, let this be a lesson that you never, you shouldn't argue with people on social media or whatever. It's social media. We're going to socially interact with each other, and if you put a comment on somebody's page or on something that they've done, and you're doing it with your full chest and your full name, I feel like you got to expect it. I expect some of y'all be mean to me, and some of y'all are. Some of y'all are, and I expect it. But I also am always going to defend myself. So it occurred to me that I've been on here for about a year, and some of y'all followed me from day one, and I love y'all. I honestly do. But you feel like you know me, but you really don't. You really don't. And there's no doubt that when you sit in front of this, I'm trying to be as much me as I possibly can. But I'm not showing y'all the bad moments or the bad things. I'm not showing y'all the moments when I'm not being my best. I'm not showing that. I probably will not show you that. I might, who knows? I mean, who knows? But it's not like what was that thing called Truman's, whatever that, where you're actually following me around and seeing my moments when I'm not being my best self, and there are a lot of those. There are a lot of moments when I'm not being my best self. Do I like this? I'm not feeling it. Is it still cherry slush? I'm not feeling it as much as I did the other day. I don't know. Anyway, I want to say I love y'all, and I love that you love me. But just know that I am imperfect, and I'm going to make imperfect decisions, and I'm going to do imperfect things. And I have a temper, y'all. I have a temper, and I can be very defensive. If you know me personally, you know that about me. I can be very defensive, especially when it comes to my family, my children, my husband. I'm ready to rumble. At the drop of a hat, I'm ready to rumble. I am. You've seen me. You've seen me when people were coming after my daughter after her wedding. I'm telling you, I was ready to lose it all. I was ready to lose all of this over that. I mean, I was. And there have been many things that have happened in our lives and in my life that I will lose it. And I am my mother's daughter, y'all. I am my mother's daughter. And I hate to admit that because we've talked about my mother. And if you have to leave because I'm going to make a clapback, then go on and leave now, because I'm going to make a clapback. I'm going to try to make it funny. I'm going to try to I'm going to probably mark out their name sometimes. But like I said, if you put it on there with your full name, I mean, you weren't trying to hide. So anyway, I'm not trying to be mean, and I will always accept an apology. Most always, not always. Sometimes I haven't accepted an apology. It depends upon what you did. So in real life, I haven't always accepted an apology. I'm just being honest with y'all. Especially when it comes to my family. I'm telling you, I'm not okay. I'm not going to be okay, and you're not going to be okay. If you mess with my family, I'm not. When it comes to me, I'm more likely to forgive and move on. I really am, because I don't want that. I don't want to be enemies with people. I don't. But I will be. So anyway, I'm never going to sit back and not defend myself. And if it's a content opportunity, like Mrs. Butterpants, how could I not? How could I not? But I don't want to offend y'all. I want to be my best self. I really, really do. For y'all and for everybody in my life. I really do. But I'm never going to be a perfect person. I'm just not. And I really don't even want to try to be. I just want to be me. I just want to be myself. And if myself is mad and wants to do a clapback or wants to be sarcastic or wants to be any of those things, I just want to be able to do that. And if it causes me to lose some followers, I don't care. I don't really care, y'all. I don't care. Like I said, a year ago, I didn't have any followers. I've been on Facebook since 2029, and I've always had an opinion. Since 2009. And if you know me, if you've been friends with me since then or know me personally, you know I've always had an opinion. I've always had an opinion. I'm ready to rumble at almost a drop of a hat. I was on here this morning watching a little girl who had her situation with her wedding dress, and they didn't put her wedding dress on. If you know, you know. If you follow, I can't think of the name of the shop. I'm not gonna say because I'm not involved. But she didn't like the way they altered her wedding dress, and it didn't look good. But she brought it to social media like one does, you know. And the shop has put her dress out there for the world to see 2 weeks before her wedding. Listen, I mean, I'm ready to rumble. I'm ready to make a clapback for her. Hear me, I am. So anyway, I just want to say this morning that I love y'all. I really, really do. And I know that y'all think y'all know me. And I hope that you do know me. I hope that I am being as much me as I possibly can, to include clapbacks and anger sometimes and funny and all the things. But I can go below the belt sometimes. I really, really can. I'm not proud of that. I'm not proud of it. And it may be because as a child, I wasn't able to defend myself. And so now sometimes I go overboard when I'm defending myself or my family. But there have been unthinkable situations that have happened in my life that are repaired and fixed. You know, everything can be repaired and fixed, to include me and Martha, you know? So I'm ready always to repair and fix it. Most always. I keep coming back to being honest because there are some situations that they're not repaired and fixed, but they will be. They will be. But anyway, just know that if me doing a clapback is going to make you unfollow me, just go ahead and do it now because I'm going to do some more of them, y'all. I probably am. I love y'all. I'll talk.